Hey, welcome Trix. So you'll see in front of me that I have a perspective drawing that is new to you guys, and this is because it is part of a study pack that a friend and I are starting to reproduce and make up for you guys as a sort of study guide. And so we're going to be looking at a perspective question, and we're going to be working on the perspective question together. Okay, so perspective says, given three views and the information needed to draw a two-point perspective, picture plane, horizontal line, ground line, and station point. Instructions: complete the perspective drawing, align the drawing sheet to the ground line, determine and label the vanishing points, show all the construction, show the depth of openings, and no hidden detail is required. Okay, so we're going to be working on this pack together in this video, this question here. We're going to just get started. So whenever you start a perspective drawing, it is really important for you guys to start by getting your vanishing points. So you're going to take your ruler and you're first off going to check what angle your house is sitting on. And we can obviously see that it is sitting at a 45-degree angle. And so from here, we are going to draw 45 and 45. Sorry, that one will actually be a little bit different. Don't know why I did that. Okay, so we've got 45 and 45. You should essentially take the line fully across, but I'm not going to be doing that just because I want you guys to be able to see what's being worked on here. And then you're going to bring that point from the picture plane down to horizontal line. We will label it our left vanishing point as well as our right vanishing point. Okay, then the next step of the drawing is to get down the points that are touching the picture plane, which are these 2 points here. And so we're going to start off by bringing these points down. I actually want to bring it down this way instead because my ruler is a bit skew, and we're going to bring it down just like this over here. Okay, so this view of the house that is given to you is this view over here, and this view is this view over here. So you can obviously see open passageway, open passageway, open passageway. All right, so this is a patio, and you can tell because you can see that there is a step over here, and if you look on the other side, you'll see a patio over there. All right, so the next thing to do is we're going to take the patio height across, and we're going to start off by drawing the front part of it. And when you grab the height, you obviously take it from the height onto the line that is touching the ground line, which will be any of these two lines over here, and we can get the full height. But because, as you can see, the patio is touching this entire side over here, we are going to draw that side completely flat. And then what you can do is you can fill in the rest of the patio over here. All right, so we've got this over here. Next, we actually want to get this part of the home in now. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start off by taking this point here to LVP. So we're going to start off by just taking that point to the LVP. And then we need to grab the height lines for each of these points. So we have got this height line over here, this height line over here, this height line over here, and this height line over here. So we've got, oh, that didn't actually come out, but I'll just make a dot there because I can see where it is. Okay, so we've basically got one, I'll label them for you guys, 2, 3, 4 different heights that we've brought across now. Okay, and what we are now going to do is we're going to bring those heights across in perspective, just like I'm doing over here. And also we will be providing a way for you guys to access part of the sample pack of the study pack. We will obviously update you with more information as we have it, because currently we are pre-recording everything before we show it to you guys. So we'll probably pop up a little Instagram account, and we'll provide more information on the platform on YouTube as well as Instagram when the time comes. So just wanted to let you know in the video, and there is a possibility we might interrupt this video at the end with information on the pack if you'd like to access it. Okay, Anyways, carrying on. So now that we've got our heights across, we're going to get part of the wall in. So we're going to grab the edge over here, and we're going to grab that point down over there. Then we're going to grab this point over here. Got to bring it to your SP. And then what we're going to do is you obviously want to get this point as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab that point, bring it to the edge of the roof over there, and then bring it down to the SP. And then we're still going to take this point over here and bring it to the SP. Okay, so you should have 4 points at the moment. And then we're going to use these 4 points to start drawing in the perspective. So we've got this point over here, which we know will stop at the short wall. So that is the wall that are labeled number 1. So it will be on the first line like that. Okay, then we've got this height here, which we know touches number 2, but so there we go, it touches number 2, but it goes up to number 3. So we've got this wall here, so it will touch number 2, go up to 3, and you can actually just join the connecting slope that will touch the bits and pieces together like that. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to grab this line here, the point that we took across like that, and we're going to take this line to our RVP to get the right angle for our roof. And then once we have done that, we're going to take the point that we had originally captured, this point here, we're going to put it over there, and that's going to be the top part of our roof in over here. What I will do is I will actually stick up a image of what the finished drawing will look like so that you can actually get an idea of what is being drawn, and I will also actually quickly show you a model of what the perspective should look like before we finish drawing it, so that you guys can obviously see as well what we are working on and what you should be kind of seeing in your head while you do these perspectives. So hopefully this helps you visualize it. So I'm going to obviously put that on the screen for you guys, and then we'll continue once that is done and explained to you. Okay, so you can see here the perspective has been modeled for you guys, and we're currently looking at what would be the top view, and you can obviously see the patio. When we turn it over, you'll be able to see that we're looking at it from some sort of a perspective. Now we're looking at the side and the front, and basically what we're just having a look at is to kind of give you an idea of what you're sort of looking at when you're drawing things, because obviously sometimes it's a struggle to visualize things, but basically you can see as we twist it into different views, you can obviously see what part of the perspective we're looking at, how the perspective would change given where your SP point would be, which is kind of what you're seeing now. But you can basically see what you should have on your paper more or less based on this model over here. Okay, so obviously we've given you guys obviously front view, top view, and in relation to everything, guys. Okay, so now that we've got our roofing drawn over there, what we're going to do is we're going to bring that all down. So we don't have to worry about an overhang because the overhang does not exist in this drawing over here. But what we do have to do is obviously stick our floor in over here like that. Okay, so now that we've got that in, we could start drawing the windows and doors if you'd like to do on this side, but I think let's get the rest of the house in before we do that, right? So we're going to start off with this corner here. We're going to take it to our RVP like that, so we can obviously get the base for this part over here. And you can see because we've already got the height, we don't really need to draw a line from the bottom here. We just need to take it from this point over here. All right. Okay, I'm going to just quickly do something and we'll be back. Okay. All right, so now we've obviously got that line that we brought across. Now it would be nice for us to get the patio in first, and we actually can now that we've got this line in. So if you want to start by getting that in, you can, but I think I'm going to skip that and do that at a later stage. Okay, so I just want to get obviously the front bit in before we put too much in front of the circle and things like that we are going to be drawing. All right, so also I just need to mention that if there are any like things in this video on this page here that are like a little bit out of sync, should we say, It will be corrected in the pack. You don't have to worry about that. This is obviously just trial and error at the moment, but you guys will get a fully equipped pack. Okay, so we're going to take this roof over here and we're going to grab that to the roof line, and then we're going to grab 2 points, which will be this point over here. I'm going to take that to our SP and drop it on the picture plane, and then we're going to take the edge and drop it on the picture plane as well. So we have this point here, which will drop on the roof line here, okay, and then we'll have this line here, which will drop onto this line over here, and we will bring straight down because obviously it's part of our wall as well. So once we have got those lines, we can obviously join them in. Okay, we're going to do that over there. Like, 2 things that I think do need to be changed on this drawing is this should be on the side here. It shouldn't affect your drawing, obviously, as we're doing over here, because no matter like the heights that we've taken in this video specifically, you'll still get the same drawing even if it was swapped. But it should be the other way around because obviously we are working in first orthographic. And then just looking at the circle here, we actually need to add a bit of extra lines, so we'll do that. So you'll get a fully equipped pack, I can promise you. Anyways, let's just carry on for now, and then we're going to draw this line over here. Okay, so then we're going to put the top of the patio over there, and we're going to again take the height down. Okay, and obviously our height will be connected to the point over here. So let's just grab it from this point here at the edge here. I'm going to take it to RVP so that it touches the line over here, and where it touches is where your lines will connect at this point over here. Okay, so there you've got your patio, and now we're going to do the windows. So we've obviously got a window, the open passageway, and a window as well. So we're going to grab the heights for the window. So let's just get a height in there for the circle. So there needs to actually be a height, otherwise you guys are not going to know where to start, which is obviously understandable. And then we are going to need to grab this height here for our window. So we're going to start off with the windows. So we're going to grab that height over there, and it is a level with this height over here as well. And then we're going to grab the top height for the window as well. Okay, so once we've got those 2 heights, we're going to take the RVP and the RVP of the height that way, and we're going to do the same, taking these lines to the RVP. Okay, once we've done that, what we are going to do is we're going to take these points down here. Okay, we're going to do the same with these points over here as well. Okay, we've got those ready, and now we can actually just fill in our windows. So here obviously we can bring our window lines down onto the lines that we've already made. We can do the same on the side over here. Okay, and then we can do the same this over here. And then you can obviously fill in the windows like that. So I think let's just finish this side view here quickly, and we're going to grab this window in here. So we're going to take the height of this window and just put it on our ground line. We're going to do the same over here. And then once we have those 2 lines, what we are going to do is we are going to bring those lines back. So we've got this line back here and this line back here, and then we're going to grab these lines forward as well, so that it should look like this over here. Okay, and once we have done that, we're going to draw in our window. So we've got that line and this one here. Don't know where I confused that. I grabbed part of the wrong line, so just excuse that over there. Should not be there. Okay, so there we've got the windows in. Now before we carry on, we also know that because this is a roof, we still need to obviously get that part of the roof in. So we're going to take a line going to the RVP and the same with this side over here. Okay, so you should have two lines going that way. And then we're going to grab the edge of it over here. So we're going to have this point here as well as this point over here. Okay, and so once we have done that, we're going to plot that point over there, and then we're going to find this point here and we are going to stick it over there. Okay, even if you're not going to see it, it is important for you to have it so that you can just see where you need to connect your points. And then we're obviously going to have this point over here. Okay, now we've obviously got two or three more things left to do, which is add the thicknesses in the windows as well as do the open passageway and then the lines inside the house. So I think let's start with the open windows on this side here. So you're going to grab the thickness, and because we're using the left view, we'll be using from this side here. So we're going to grab these edges here. So we've got these two over here. And before we even start, we're going to grab from the corners lines going this way. Okay, now you can take your thickness points, which will be from here and from here. You can bring them down onto those lines, you can connect them, and then you can obviously draw in this line here, obviously the angle, and same here with the LVP. Okay, then we obviously know we've got the height line, so we're obviously going to bring that back to this point here quickly. So we have our finished floor level. Okay, and then we're going to bring it through the back over there like that. Okay, now we're obviously going to do the circle before we start with the rest of the points. So my apologies, it's just if I can fix that so that it's not so bright on the paper. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we're going to get the circle in. So the first thing you should know, there we go, that makes sense, but that line should be, no, it doesn't make sense. Okay, never mind, don't stress. So we're going to section circle. See, so the halfway point is missing, so we're going to have to stick that in. It's not a problem, we can still section. So we've cut it, and then we need to section it. So should be sectioned like this over here. Once it's sectioned, you'll bring these points down like this over here. Okay, so that you've got your points on the horizontal line. Okay, once you have those points on the horizontal line, you're going to transfer them over here. So you can obviously do that using your compass. So we're going to find the middle first, which will be this point here. Going to obviously make a line, and then we're going to grab this edge piece here. We'll put it on both sides. And this edge piece here, which we'll put on both sides. And then we can just quickly draw those in. So we've got our lines. Okay, so now that we've got everything we need, we can bring the height of the circle, which is obviously in line with the windows, so we don't have to worry about that. Then we do have to grab the height of the middle of the circle, so where it starts, so that's this point over here, and bring it across like that. Okay, And then we're obviously going to take the different heights across as well. So the only way I can describe it is I'm going to just draw it on a line here. Is you're going to bring each of these across at a time. Okay, we've obviously already got the top point. So to make things easier, we're going to take the middle point here down to the SP. Alright, and then bring that point over there. Okay, then we are going to take that line across. So obviously I took the height, bring that line across, and we're going to grab the two corresponding points that go with it. So that will be this point here and this point here. So where those 2 points are, we're going to drop those onto those lines over there, and then we're going to grab this height over here. So we're going to grab that across over there, and then we're obviously going to take the points down as well. I think let's actually just take all of these points quickly so we have them all at once without having to keep going back and sticking them on the paper. So we've got that over there. Okay, so we're going to start off with this point here, which will be over here, and then we've got this point here, which will be over here, and then we've obviously got the last line that we need to bring down, which will be here, and then we're obviously going to take the edge points, so it will be this point here and this point here. Okay, then we're obviously going to connect all our points together. My circle is possibly askew because obviously we haven't put the correct middle height and things, so obviously I just assumed where the height was going to be, and then you can obviously draw these vertical lines going down like that, and then we're going to do the same step for the windows to get the thickness as well as for the shape over here. In fact, actually no, where is my eraser? Oh, this should not be here because it's a patio and it's leading straight into the house. Erase that line, and then we're going to draw this line going in, and we're going to draw this line going in. Okay, and then we're going to grab the heights. So we've got, oh sorry, not the heights, the thicknesses. So we're just going to grab that thickness there. We're going to grab this thickness here. So we're going to grab thickness for the circle as well. Okay, so we've got the thicknesses for the windows, and then obviously we know that we need to take the window sills, RVP, so we're going to just fill in those quickly, and then we're going to quickly grab the thickness for the door, which will go until about there, and then from there we're going to have to bring all of these points backwards again for that point there. So basically we'll be using the same lines slightly backwards. So if I can explain it nicely, we've got obviously this lining up over here, but then we've got this point here. So all we're going to do is we're going to grab that point backwards like that. Okay, then we're going to find its corresponding thickness point, so that will be this one here, which will drop over there, and then we'll drop it onto that line, so then we can connect it, and then we'll have one more point I believe before it kind of closes in on itself. So we'll bring that one back, then we'll have the corresponding thickness, which will be this one here. We will bring it down, and there we go, it will close, and that will be the thickness of the door. And then obviously again we've got to bring the patio thickness, so because we've already got the patio up there, we can just bring the line going through the window, and we'll see that back there. Okay, so I hope this video helped you guys and gives you a little bit of a better understanding of perspective. You can feel free to comment your thoughts and let us know what you think we should do or change, or what you guys are specifically struggling with, so that we can help you a lot better. And thank you for watching.